Namaste. Are you feeling anxiety to birth in the hospital settings? Let's talk today about the preparations that you can make in order to birthing with coronavirus outbreak. Let's start. Well, keep in mind that 90 to 90% of babies are born in hospitals or birth centers. Medical professionals like the American College of Nurse Midwives, ACNM, said that if you've considered low risk and have taken the necessary preparations, home birth can be a safe alternative to hospital birth. Modern home birth can be safe and successful, particularly if moms have excellent support and if they've prepared themselves truly with the childbirth education classes. Very important. Dr. Sarita Bennett, an osteopathic physician and a certified professional midwife who serves as the vice president of the Midwives Alliance of North America, wrote on her organization's website that in a pandemic, if it only makes sense for out-of-hospital birth to become the safer choice for the majority of people, low-risk mothers should contact the midwife in their community. Because first, it may not be too late. Second, they accept insurance to have their own financial plan to work with you. And third, free consultation. Feel free to ask any questions and address your concerns. Don't automatically discount a home birth as an option for you. Well, for mothers that are high risk or that since the beginning considered only hospital settings for birthing, you have some extra attention to your labor process to take control of your environment, take care of your birth plan. Even if you are not considering a home birth, are there any essential supplies to have on hand just in case? Think about organize yourself. How can you prepare with your doctor or midwife in case they become sick? Talk to your practitioner about this during your next visit. Many OB/GYN and midwife practices have several healthcare providers who can and do fill in for each other on different days, including when someone gets sick. So make sure that you interview them, meet them, and get acquainted with those professionals. And of course, hire a doula to support you on your labor. It is very important to support you on laboring as long as you can at home before being transferred to the hospital. A doula will know to transport and keep the travel time when you are close to birth. The goal is to transfer you birthing at 10 centimeters when you are feeling the pelvic pressure. That way, there is not even time for many different people handling you, messing up with you in the hospital, avoiding the triaging room, and you just got to the hospital to immediately birth your baby. Make sure your baby is not going to a nursery or leaving the room for any reason. Enforce your birth plan to a skin-to-skin, baby in your chest all the time. Demand no separation or for the baby not to leave the room for any reason. There is no reason anymore for a new well-born, healthy baby with the APGAR 8 to 9 to leave the room anymore. Everything have to happen the wrong way, measuring all the assessments. Voice up your wishes for keeping your baby in the room with you. Also, don't be afraid to be your own advocate. If a hospital worker is coughing or sneezing or poses a risk for spreading unwanted germs, you can speak to a nurse manager to report concerns. And also, get the support for breastfeeding immediately for your baby to get her first natural vaccination to enforcing her immune system. That vaccination calls the colostrum. And ask your care provider or obstetrician to go home early. Ask for permission for the pediatrician to release your baby. Even before you go into labor, talk to them. It's all about your birth plan, about being discharged early. You don't want to be stuck in a hospital with your recent born, beautiful, healthy baby for 2 days when it's not necessary. Ask your care provider what would be the sooner postpartum follow-up to allow you to go back home with your baby. Now, if you are granted an earlier release from the hospital, consider contracting a postpartum doula for you and a midwife for your postpartum checkup follow-up for you and your baby. Midwives and doulas come to your home, and of course they won't come to your home sick. When you deliver in a hospital, they push breastfeeding on you, despite whatever level of exhaustion or anxiety you are feeling after your birth experience. So they give you pamphlets or show you a video on newborn care that you don't have time to read or watch because you are so exhausted and overwhelmed. If you request one enough times, they bring in a lactation consultant who shows you how easy it is to get the baby to latch properly when you have 3 people helping you. If you are lucky, you get an especially awesome nurse who will give you a few tips before you get out of the door of the hospital. So for the C-section mothers, postpartum doulas and postpartum midwife service are a must. Postpartum midwives work around yours and the baby's schedule, which means they stay until feeding time to help you with any latch. They weigh the baby and confirm that the baby is gaining nicely, which allows you to stop waking your baby up constantly to nurse. They take your blood pressure and check your incision, which allows you to sleep without worrying you would die from a blood clot. Postpartum doulas are the same angel families, individuals trained in assisting families in the postpartum period. Generally, the 3 months after birth, known and very important as the 4th trimester. Their job is to integrate this new little person into the family and help the family find a way of balancing itself with an additional member. They provide support not only to the person who gave birth, but to partners, siblings, and other family members. This period of time can come with many unexpected challenges, and have someone around to provide support and guidance can be especially useful. Well, if you need a midwife and doula referrals, please contact me. If you also have any question related to your birth plan options or for a doula and midwife referral close to you, please do not hesitate to contact me directly. You will find my information on the description. You really can customize your care. Don't accept a situation that makes you, feel uncomfortable. So be safe. Do what you do best. Bringing a new light to this world. Drink a lot of water and breathe. Breathe and drink water. It's the only 2 things that you have to do to birth. I love you and free to be. Namaste. I'm back. I forgot to ask you to subscribe. Go there and subscribe. It's right here, subscribe. It helps this channel to grow. Support this channel and allow me to create more videos like this for you. Please don't forget to hit the bell to receive also the notification every time I post a video. Yet, if you like this video, please just say so. Click like, make your comment about and give me your considerations or any suggestions for new videos. And don't forget to share. I appreciate you. Namaste.